Everyone wants to be first in Formula One, but one new team would prefer to be equal. A start-up venture called Formula Equal has been quietly preparing an application to join the sport, and they say their goal is total gender equality from the cockpit to the paddock and the boardroom. In an exclusive interview with CNN, the team's CEO and co-founder Craig Pollock explained that it's been years in the making.
So this has been going on for close on 4 years, building up of a brand new Formula One team, but taking into it our ambition to deliver and build opportunities and pathways for women to get to the very top level inside motorsports. The concept and the idea was, of course, to try and build a Formula One team 50% male, 50% female, which is extremely hard to do if you have an existing Formula One team. It's a lot easier with a clean sheet of paper.
Would you expect to have a female driver in the cockpit for the first race?
I think it'd be absolutely fantastic, but the reality is to be able to get into the cockpit of a Formula One car, you've got to have a certain number of points on your super license. I can't put my hand to my heart and say yes, but we're keeping a very close eye on it. I just hope for the women that this is the case. But please make it very, very clear, Don, this is not just about women driving Formula One cars. This is about throughout the team. We want, even up to the board level, if we can do that, we would like to have a gender equal Formula One team going forward.
Currently there are 10 teams in Formula One, but it's believed there could be room for 2 more, and proposals for 4 potential teams are at various stages of development. Craig Pollock is one of the most experienced figures in the sport. He once managed the world champion Jacques Villeneuve. He's been a principal for 2 teams, including the outfit that is now Mercedes, and he's worked alongside former F1 chief Bernie Ecclestone. As he prepares to re-enter the sport, he's assembled a coalition of partners, including the United Nations, trying to figure out how to build and launch a team that would change the landscape of the sport. How have you managed to keep it a secret all this time? I'm amazed that none of this leaked out until now.
Formula One is a little bit like a sieve. And you've got to be very careful who you talk to. So I haven't spoken to anybody inside Formula One that I thought would leak anything out.
An estimated cost for a new F1 team is more than $1 billion, and it has been heavily rumoured that Saudi Arabia will be the main backers. The 3rd Saudi Grand Prix was recently held in Jeddah, and the kingdom has made no secret of its desire to become a key motorsport player. There are rumours that the Saudis are involved already. What can you say about that?
We are in intense discussions with, I would just say, a Gulf area country. I'm not really in the position to talk about that and be fully open about it at this present time. That will come out in the very near future. This has to be built from the bottom up in a Gulf state. And this is what we are aiming to do. This will be, if this is pulled off, done, this will be the first Formula One team that is truly outside of Europe.
So this really would be a new era, wouldn't it?
When you go into these areas and you take a look at the top people inside the Formula One teams, they are not all English. And trust me on this one, they should not be. If you're going to set up a Formula One team, you want the best people that you can possibly get. And I do not care if they're Japanese, Chinese, German. I had the CFO calculate the nautical miles and air miles, etc., from one place to another. You're actually not badly placed being placed out of the Gulf states. You fly to Australia, you fly to Singapore, you fly to Japan. Very often you're stopping in one of the Gulf states to take the next flight out.
Formula Equal's intention is to race in the 2026 season, and they're hoping to receive official clearance within the next few months. And that's when the serious work will begin, leading the charge for equality and then trying to become the first among equals. Don Riddell, CNN.